I had a huge fight with my best friend. She's a shithead and stood me up again.
Welcome to Las Películas Sábados Gigantes at the Cinemarijuana Theatre.
Yeah.
That's right, goddammit.
Right. Woo! Hell yeah.
That's right.
Yay.
The shitlords of cinematic scrutiny here to break it off for you once again. Tonight we're here to talk about from 2013, We Are the Best, selected by our own Dr. Matlis. So let's just get right into it, shall we? For the Cinemarijuana Theatre, I'm Ed.
I'm Kenzie.
I'm John.
I'm Raul.
I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
All right. Yes. 2013's We Are the Best. Yes?
Correct.
Yes.
Starring Mira Barkhammer, Mira Grossen, and Liv Lemoyne. Directed by Lucas Moodyson. And written by him and Coco Moodyson. Written based on apparently a comic book.
Coco spelled with C's or K's?
That was a comic book?
C's. That's what IMDb's telling me.
Like not a comic strip.
No, like not like they teamed up with like the Katzenjammer Kids or anything, or the Peanuts Gang.
Now, for the record, let's just get one thing straight. What country is this fucking film from?
Sweden.
Is that correct? Is it Sweden?
That's the impression that I got from watching the movie. But John,
I think I read that it was
They
Sweden.
kept saying like
Hang
this
on,
is
hang
Sweden,
on.
the best country.
It
We are the
is,
best.
yes,
country.
filmed in Stockholm, Sweden.
Okay. All right.
Told you.
Well, what are those? The Laplands? I imagine somebody at some point, probably myself, was going to mistake it for another one of those countries. So,
There was a lot of bork going on.
but strangely, no dogs.
Yeah, what's up with that?
All right. Well, Underberg. Before we get started.
Yeah, it
Yes.
seems
Oh,
fittingly
yes, indeed.
European.
All right.
So-
And I've got some new drops here.
and also, too, today we are featuring chilled Underberg because it
wow.
is so blazing hot in the Cinemarijuana Theatre.
I
we
might just
thought
slide this in my underpants.
that it might go a little easier if we chilled it down.
It's hot as a
So,
motherfucker up in here.
take it as a
We should
suppository.
save our bottles. That way we can make light.
All right. Well, hey, to Sweden, yeah?
Cheers.
cheers.
Skål. Cheers to it.
Go Sweden.
Yeah. Delicious.
Wow. The coldness.
Definitely add some.
Oh,
The
yeah.
cold.
A lot different.
That
Makes it a lot more tolerable.
that might have been the missing ingredient.
Yeah. Cold.
So heads up, folks. Chill down your Underberg.
Yep.
Don't be a punk.
I've been saying that.
Chill
No
the
one
bird.
listens to me.
Don't be a trick-ass, mark-ass, punk-ass trick.
Okay, so when you just said a few minutes ago who stars in this, does that Seeds and Stems?
Well, yeah, that is the season stems, correct.
Okay.
So I guess I jumped the gun because we didn't do the synopsis first.
Yeah, what's this movie
Well,
about?
that's okay,
yeah,
that's
let's
okay.
go to our own resident Kenzie to let us know what the movie was about.
Okay. This movie is about these two girls, apparently, and they really want to start a punk band. They get teased and ridiculed a lot in school, especially about the fact that a lot of their peers and adults around them think that punk is dead. They each kind of have their own issues going on at home. So they're kind of like outcasts and stuff. And then they recruit this good girl called Hedwig, like Harry Potter's owl. And she joins their band, and she actually knows what's up. So with her help, they kind of like go on this journey to become like a non-girl punk band. The end.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're a band of girls, but don't call them a girl band.
Yeah, they're not a girl band.
Correct. Okay. All right. So I guess the whole cinematic slam piece is irrelevant in this case because
No,
it was a
not
film about
unless-
children.
They're the
Yeah.
boys.
Kenzie's kind of a fucking
They were all-
weirdo.
Anybody in
What
Iron
about
Fist?
the teachers?
Criminally
Yeah, there you go.
underage. Yeah, well,
There
those
are
two
the teachers.
teachers,
Oh,
the
yeah.
two, the guys with the beard.
They had that old rocker
The
thing
Swedish
going
hunks.
on or something. I don't know.
Apparently no cinematic slam
Yeah.
piece in this
The
one.
Kenzie
Nah.
Beefcake
Falling
Report.
on deaf ears.
Well, we will skip that then and go straight to 3 minutes, 3 words.
Yeah.
Well,
What about that dad that played the oboe or
Oh, yeah.
whatever?
Oh, that was fun.
Was
But
he
Oh, no,
cute?
he was playing the
Was he
crapper.
funny enough to at least bang past the... Okay.
What
Well,
about you guys?
sorry, guy.
Did you like any other girls? And
They
I
were
say that
all
in quotes.
very far less than...
Well,
like
I don't want to
11.
get added to the FBI's list, so I'm going to refrain from speaking about the attractiveness.
Oh,
of
don't
any of
worry,
the-
no one's listening to this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I guess if the FBI was listening, it'd be at least one listener.
Yeah, hit
It's
us
the
up,
NSA.
FBI, comment.
Our one
Yeah,
listener.
comment. Any CIA people, if you want to send an Amber Alert on us, just put it in the comments down below.
This film was made in 2013, and these girls are supposed to be what, like 14 or 15 in it?
But doesn't it take place
It's
in like
like-
85 or
They're
something?
probably older.
Yeah, it takes place in the 80s. Oh, I'm
Like
saying this-
81, I think.
Oh, I didn't even notice
It's that
that. It
early.
was set in
It's
the
supposed to be-
past.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
I
thought we
assumed that
mentioned
they were just really backwards in their fashions.
No.
No, it seemed like New Wave was kind of coming up.
That makes
Right.
sense. Well, but
Yeah, it
even
was
then,
right
like you
then.
know how you see like Canada and it's, they're kind of like 5 years behind the
Yeah.
U.S. or something. I thought
Like
that-
Sweden is like 15 years behind or more.
just- maybe they just didn't get the new wave thing early, and now it's finally showing up there. I guess I might have missed that part.
Check out this song about luft balloons.
That's German, right?
You're gonna go nanners, you guys.
Yeah, it is. Okay, all right. Well, I guess 3 minutes, 3 words. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's start with Dr.
Dr.
Matlis,
Matt.
since he was the one who unleashed this film upon us. So
You
tell
wanna-
us how come.
I really have absolutely no reason for picking this movie. It just happened to be like the next thing on my queue, on my Netflix queue. And I mean, I read the review, a couple months back, and it seemed like a pretty interesting piece. And I don't know, it just kind of jumped out. I was kind of left with making a last minute decision once I won. So there's no real reason, but it turned out good. I really enjoyed it. I really like the acting style, or at least the way it was kind of directed, where I find this a lot in foreign films where the way the lines are delivered is a lot more natural, and it's not as scripted because it's a movie about kids and kid actors. Oh my God, you could the whole film can be ruined
They
by,
make or break
by
the film.
bad
Yeah.
For
kid
real.
actor,
It's-
and the way it was just kind of directed, and it felt very natural and real.
Yeah.
which was something
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Genuine.
I thought as far as the plot goes, it's kind of a little bit of a slice of life, and the lives of these 3 girls, and I mean nothing really epic, but it's just it's a cool kind of social piece about growing up and kind of finding your identity, I suppose, and
And your place in the world.
I
Your
guess
place
so.
in Stockholm.
All right.
Yeah.
3 words.
Punk's not dead.
There you go. Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
Your
All
turn.
right. I actually think this piece was a perfect transition to something else from what we previously had. I thought it was kind of epic in the fact that you didn't really mean to predetermined to pick something like this, but it was really interesting the way we came off of just different, hold on, let me hit this.
Yeah, do that.
Hit that shit, man.
I need to.
Just the way Grandpa likes it.
You got that.
I figured I'd
Funny.
drop that in there while we had a moment, just so you know I had it now.
Yeah, no, it was great because
It was just the way Grandpa liked it.
yeah, we had some really funny movies lately in this, in this lineup, and this was funny too. But it kind of, had a more real feel to it, and yeah, it was cool. It was like a slice out of life. These 2 girls struggling to be who the fuck they feel like being, I guess, in Sweden, which is cool because it's a different culture than ours.
It's
but
Laplandy.
yeah, it was interesting to see the way the parents dealt with things and the way that just different people living in another place that I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it, actually. It was super cute. This movie was really adorable. Like these kids just figuring out the way they steal they swipe the spot from on the lineup from the other band so that they can just basically not have to hear the other band.
Yeah, sort of using the rules to catch them with their proverbial pants down.
Right, and that's kind of punk rock, right? They're like, fuck
Yes,
this.
using
like,
the-
we're
using
gonna
the
exploit
system.
the system. Yeah, so that's kind of
I
cool.
guess isn't it? Wouldn't it?
That's kind of the opposite of punk.
Yeah,
rock,
wouldn't it be
sorta.
more punk rock from kick the fucking door down and smash their instruments?
Well, they kind of did what they had to do, man. They resorted to fucking guerrilla tactics.
BAMN, by any means necessary.
That's it. That's what they did. So good for them. Yeah, it was empowering, I guess. It was interesting. Story moved right along. It was pretty good. I never felt bored, even though it was really ordinary things happening. It was always interesting to see how they would react and how like what what they would do next. I guess it was kind of like any kids, Yeah, there should be a smoking set too, like Snoop or something.
Yeah, like a hacking cough.
Or just
I
like
thought one of you was doing that.
or just the bong noise going.
We should do a rad bong
That
sample.
would be cool.
All right, we got.
A great transition, I guess.
There we go. Your 3 words: a great transition.
Sure.
So you thought it was a great training?
I thought it was a great training.
One great tranny.
All right, that brings us to you. What about you? What do you think of this movie?
Okay, well, yes. As I recall, I got an email about this because, of course, who ran it? The Cine family.
What?
And interestingly enough, it was after Clown that they also ran, that we also saw, that we also screened here.
We're like the Lex Luthor to the Cine family or something.
Yeah, right. The Cinemarijuana family.
Speaking of which, they're making another clown movie, aren't they?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
saw that.
Clown Forever. Yeah, there's a sequel that the Draft House Films is behind
Yeah.
on some level. At least it's U.S. distribution or something. But
We should
anyways,
do a special
I will
event
watch
when
it.
comes out.
yeah. That's but that's a story for another day.
Yes.
So yeah, this was kind of on my radar, but I didn't obviously go up there to see it. So I had kind of forgotten about it, and then when Matt busted it out, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. Them talking about it, and these little chicks do make a band or something like that. So. Yeah, so I liked this movie. I didn't love this movie. It was okay. I don't know how much of a reflection it is on what it's like to live in Sweden, but I guess for me, this film suffered from there was a sort of a lack of adversity. The story, the friendship between the friends was fun and heartwarming, and sort of the way Hedvig kind of assimilates is very touching, and there are some wonderful touching moments, and the film is beautifully acted by all 3 leads. That's for sure. But I kind of feel, and obviously, we're talking spoilers here, so I just kind of feel like in the end, they never really faced any challenges, sort of. The one kind of challenge that they face is sort of, easily surmounted, and they just kind of move on. And I don't know what I would have liked to have seen them face, but it was sort of, I didn't feel like I'd been through the fire with these chicks, kind of. The other thing that bothered me, and this is maybe just a very personal gripe, is that for them, the band was sort of existing on the periphery of what was going on, and both in terms of what we were shown in the film and its importance to them. Obviously, I don't want to see 2 hours of them, in a practice space, but I just kind of feel like that angle, which was sort of, for me, the hook was it just really wasn't. It was just kind of there, existing in the periphery, and it was just an excuse to get these chicks together. And I would have preferred to see them take it a little more seriously. Maybe that's my own beef, because in my personal experience, having played with other people, it's tough to get people to get serious about stuff. But
Well, that's what I was going to say. Since you've been in a band, I could see you wanting more of that to be the focus.
Yeah, well,
like if I was a marine biologist
I
or
think you're
something, I saw a
projecting.
movie about I see Jaws and be like, well, they just didn't talk about the science of the fish enough or something.
Could be, but I mean, and I'll finish up right. I mean, and like I said, that might be just a personal thing, and it might be unfair to judge the film like that. But for me, the band thing is what's hooking. That's what I'm tuning in for, and I just feel it wasn't treated with the respect it was due.
Well, and to be fair though, if that's
I'm not
what
that pissed.
if you're hoping this to be a band story, that's not. I mean, that's
So,
not really the case exactly.
It's a plot mover.
Right, right.
You know,
That's
there's-
why they
there's
get
all these
together.
it's really like we talked about before. It's a slice of life kind of picture,
Yeah.
and they're having an adversity that they have to overcome as a group. Is I don't know, for a film like this might be asking a little bit much, because there's internal conflict. Bobo feels like she's living in the shadow
Yeah.
a bit, and she kind of has that
But there was never any
steals
real.
away that other chick's boyfriend, and
But there was never any real like test of that. There
Well,
was never.
they-
It was
they-
just like she just is just like kind of this little girl that's like bummed.
yeah,
It's pretty
When,
teenage
when
angst,
they have
yeah.
that thing where
It's kinda
she,
teenage angst.
you know,
Hey,
cheats
life's
on her
boring
boyfriend or
sometimes.
something, they get that settled in all of about 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
see,
well,
They
that's-
literally make
it's
up on
light.
the train ride home.
It is
Yeah,
a little
well,
light,
hang
but-
on. Okay, well, hang on. We can actually let's move on. Let's move on, and we can, if we want, we can come because
Right.
Yeah.
we're sort of a light on question,
Sure.
so we can come back around and talk about this at the end of the 3 minutes, 3 words. So,
Your 3 words.
Bobo, stop crying. That's my 3 fucking.
Amen.
All right.
Burn clinic.
All right. All right, Little Milk, your turn.
Okay. This movie is a piece of shit.
Oh, zing.
More
Dropping hot
like
fire.
we are the worst. If you're looking,
She's bringing written jokes.
yeah, if you're looking for climax or resolution, don't come here.
Oh. Fair.
Honestly, I
think Bobo found some climax.
yeah, possibly.
Check, please.
Shit.
Yeah, I really couldn't even get over the fact that they were supposed to be girls. I still feel like this story could have been better if they were boys.
You could just imagine them as boys. It's the
Yeah.
same movie.
I
Their gender
was-
doesn't change
They
much.
did have very
Except
short
they're
hair.
gay. But
I mean,
I just
I
didn't.
just assume Sweden. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They're all gay.
Yeah, a lot of brown eye jousting and tip bouncing.
I thought so, yeah, too, until I saw this movie.
I don't really have like a lot to say. I thought I liked this movie at first, like immediately after watching it, I was feeling good about it. But it took like 18 hours for me to like realize that I actually hated this
Oh,
movie.
wow.
Much like poison.
The
Yeah.
slow
Her
burn.
system had to process it.
Yeah.
But at
It's
least
true.
it had the gears turning, I suppose.
It's a good
Sure,
thing.
it did, but only like in a negative way. I just
Turned
would have
sour.
changed like a lot of things about this movie. Like maybe Bobo, because what we know about her, she has no reason to be that depressed. And I've been like,
Yeah, like her family's
you
all so
know,
cool.
a
Yeah,
teenage
right.
girl like that going through those feelings, and you just, life doesn't like stop like that to me. For the problems that we saw of hers, she is like too depressed for that.
Wouldn't you agree, though, that being a teenager does involve emotional hyperbole?
I just wish she would have killed herself to make that whole story worth it.
Well, that
I kind of
certainly would have been.
expected that.
Yeah, well, I was.
I expected and wanted
well,
it.
they even kind of teased it a little bit when she's like, cruising around on the roof, and they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the fifth wheel rolling around the
She
roof.
was like playing with danger.
yeah.
She was shaking hands.
That's what I'm
with
saying. Like
danger.
they maybe could
She
have
was
pushed that a little
shaking
harder.
danger's
We'll get
Peter.
to
Or
that.
push her a little harder off the roof.
Oh.
Let's get back to
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
let's get back to Little Milk here.
The other thing I would have changed was, like you guys were talking about, her and Clara resolving that whole cheating issue so quickly. I really feel like that like animosity and resentment could have continued, and then like the story could have shifted and focused on like how that affected the band more. I don't know.
The band was more of the focus.
Well, and then also
Yeah.
too, then if they came back to play at the end, then it would have maybe had more emotional power.
Yeah.
It would have been like
Yeah.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Seems like
That resolution I was
That's why they
talking
didn't
about.
do that.
Yeah.
That's like I was going to be just like Spinal Tap.
Oh, I've not seen that, so
Just wait.
okay.
I heard there's a
It won't be
sequel
long.
where they do that. It's all just the resolution.
Okay, and the last thing what I did like about this movie was Hedwig. She was cute and her story was fun.
And talented.
Yeah, and she was talented and pretty, and I don't know, I liked her. So my 3 words are, I have 2 of them. One of them is extremely pointless movie, and the second one is don't waste yo time. Y-O apostrophe time.
Oh,
Yo time.
nice.
Yo time.
Put
Your
that on your
time.
DVD slip case.
Or
Oh,
maybe
Yeah.
you could do
In
Waste
clothes.
Joe. WASTE
Waste Joe.
apostrophe CHO.
But what about just wasting
Don't
yo
waste
time?
Joe time.
Wasting yo time?
Waste your time.
Real time
Okay.
burglar.
Ooh, well, John, you get to follow up that savaging.
Yeah, well, man, I feel like I'm following Dangerfield.
Sorry,
Or
Matt.
something.
Can't win them all.
Yeah.
I did like this movie. I missed it at the initial screening, so I had it on the background while I was bagging and boarding comics or something. So I couldn't give it my full focus. But considering it was subtitled, which I did not realize when I started it, I was totally able to keep up with the movie. I know exactly what happened. My favorite part was when the aliens invade. And then, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no.
They were looking for that seed bank, that seed vault.
Like, damn, those Norwegians hoarding all the seeds. I was rolling my eyes a little bit when it started because I thought it was going to be a little over the top with the, like poor us, teen angst type of thing. And then it didn't go that route, because, okay, like you said, I mean, I think everything's a big deal when you're a teenager. When you're 15, everything's the end of the world.
Right.
And I think it almost makes it real that their lives weren't that bad, and the biggest problems they were dealing with was just, suburban,
strife.
Really.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was kind of cool. I thought that you don't need to over dramatize things necessarily. I thought all the girls did a good job. I thought there was a lot of great chemistry between all the cast members. I thought it was fun. It reminded me a lot of the In-Betweeners when you saw them going to their friends, the different girls' houses to meet the families and the parents. And
right.
It's like the In-Between Hers.
That's
there you go.
The In-Between Hers. There you go. Like the dad, busting out his clarinet, trying to jam with them.
That was fun.
It's
That
almost
was
like
fun.
Randy
That was
Marsh
pretty
from
funny.
South Park when he tried to bust out his guitar during that episode with Guitar Hero. But no, it was cool. I mean, it's light, it's fluffy, it's nothing major, but I think it's fun. I can see if you're a teenage girl, a movie like this being fun because kind of like Bless the Beast and Children for teenage boys, I think it's kind of cool movies like this that sort of show good outlets for your angst, and that I think the overall narrative shows that like everybody goes through what you're going through, and that maybe deep down you got to remember that it's not that big of a deal, and you got to try to kind of focus on the more positive things, like how their friendship won out over.
It triumphed overall.
Yeah, exactly. I
Like
thought
a
it was
PSA.
fun.
Friendship uber Alice.
Yeah. I thought it was fun that Bobo was the one who ended up getting some action because I thought that was a little bit of not what you would expect. That she would end up being the one that would
Curveballs.
See,
steal the guy
that
away.
always happens. Girls think they like can't, or like that guys don't like them, but it turns out like guys totally love you
Well,
no
he
matter
did
what.
not.
Yeah, it
Like
turns
her,
out that
though.
basically if you're female, guys will love you.
It
Yeah,
turns
that's
out that if
basically
you
the
say,
story.
"Hey, I'd like to bang you and come over and bring a record," then you will get laid.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
going to get
That
a
is
no.
so odd.
Yeah.
Sweden too.
So I mean, I won't talk too much, but it's fun. I mean, like I said, it's worth watching if you want just like it's a fun slice of life story. So my 3 words are going to be a fun ride because that's
Okay.
what it was. Yeah.
45s and chill is what we used to call it in my
Back in the
day.
day.
Back in my
It
time.
was before that it was stereoptoscope and chill.
Jesus.
Wax cylinder.
Viewmaster and Hangout.
Wax
with me.
cylinder and chill. Wax cylinder and conglomerate.
We'll get fucked up and pass around this Viewmaster. I got these sick dinosaur reels. They're gonna drive you nanners, girl.
Actual footage of dinosaurs. Took it myself.
Yeah, no, they were on Viewmasters.
They're so
all right,
sick.
Raul, take us home.
So normally I do not like slice of life films, and that has not changed today. I didn't dig this one a whole. I thought it was okay. It was worth the watch, but same boat with Ed, where they didn't really overcome anything. It was like, all right, we're pretty shitty, and there's a big show coming up, and then the guy's like, do you want to play the show? You get to play because you're girls. Oh, what a fucking triumph over not knowing how to play instruments. You just got a show just because you fit the bill. Cool, you made it. Like. I was actually just expecting them to just get decent and then play the show
Yeah,
because
that
they
would've
weren't awful. But instead, they went the other way, which I did not see coming.
Yeah.
But I did like seeing the inside of their families and stuff and all the family time because to me, their families were more interesting than themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
fucking a bunch
True.
of boring kids who I thought were boys for the first half hour of the fucking movie. And I still was skeptical until the end of the film. Also,
You want to just one of the guys reveal to prove it.
well, what was
Yeah,
crazy
right.
too was like the whole movie they're getting bullied and the bullies are calling them girls, and I thought they were doing it like derogatorily to
me
these
too.
little boys, like calling them, oh, you're a bunch of little girls.
But then it's like,
Exactly.
oh, you are girls.
Yeah, no, they actually, and then how's that a burn anyway?
Exactly.
You don't call girls girls. That doesn't do anything to them.
So now it
They're
totally
fucking
wasn't
girls. They
even as
know.
mean.
Yeah. Also, another similarity to Boyhood I noticed when we were talking about Bobo on the roof was Boyhood has that part where they're throwing that saw. I don't know if you guys remember that. And you're like, oh, someone's fucked on that saw.
Right.
And nobody's fucked on the
Nobody's
saw.
fucked.
Nothing
And
even
nobody was
happened.
fucked
I
on the
hate
fucking
that.
roof.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
fucking pissed me off both fucking times.
It's so weird.
I
It's
agree.
weird to set that up without delivering it.
Yeah,
without
without
knocking it
anything.
down.
Yeah,
Not
they're
even
the-
a cut.
Well,
the king of
perhaps just to play devil's advocate, maybe they just wanted to inform us that Bobo was, considering it.
Hedwig should have taken her side and been like, "You're a loose cannon, Bobo. You're out of control."
Yeah, you're pretty buck wild.
Go home to Jesus.
We're going to call you Buck Wild Bobo. 'Cause that's a good girl's name anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't get into it a whole lot. The band stuff was great. I kind of thought I would imagine the trailer just plays up the band shit because I would think that's how you get people to see this movie.
Yeah,
You go like 3 young girls starting a band. I want to see that movie,
Yeah.
and I still would like to see that movie. So if anyone has any leads on that
Yeah,
movie,
you know,
hook us up.
we
I want to
should-
see
we
it.
should look
It's on
this
the
up.
editing room floor.
No,
Yeah,
no,
right.
They
Would be a
made
bit
that
of a bait and
movie,
switch.
and it was called Josie and the
Oh,
Pussycats.
I thought you were gonna say Gem and the
I want to
Holograms
see that.
because I keep forgetting that happened.
It barely happened.
But yeah, so the cast was great though. All the performances were rad. All the kids were awesome, which is always surprising, and all the family were great. It was solid, but just I don't like slice of life.
Well
movies.
acted, but
Nothing ever
plot
happens.
could have used a little bit fattening up.
Plot could use some plot. I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Lack some gravitas.
Yeah.
It was cute.
It was
Okay.
adorbs. It was
It
totes
was
adorbs,
adorable
as the
movie,
kids
man.
would say.
Was that
Yeah.
your 3 words?
Yeah,
Totes adorbs.
it's
It
totes
really was.
Yeah. All right, I'll take
Totes.
it. I had nothing creative. I was gonna steal Kenzie's. What was it? I don't even remember the title of the movie, and you guys said it like 4 times already.
Oh, we're the worst.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're the worst.
We're the worst.
Yeah.
We're the worst at.
Yeah. Good
But
one.
it's,
Where's
we, but
that?
it's we are the best, not we're the best.
Yeah.
And I know that because I searched for we're the best first, and I couldn't find it.
Did you find the part where old Bob from the black hole goes, "We're the best"?
That's what was playing in my head when I was searching for it.
Is the black hole a porno?
No.
Well, it's,
I bet you
yes
can find
and
one
no.
now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If you're a robosexual,
So
it
2
is.
things we're looking for: a porno called Black Hole and a movie with young girls starting a band.
Yep.
Well, you could. I mean, it could be called the butthole,
What? Wait, which movie are you talking about?
the black hole
Okay.
porno. Like,
That's not descriptive enough, though.
but I'm.
Where's the crickets?
But I'm saying,
brown
no,
hole.
but I'm just. Well, no,
Crickets.
I'm not saying it's a rad idea. I'm just saying like there could be one and you might not know it.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's all I'm saying.
It was actually it came out in like 1863. It was the
Uh,
second
yes,
porno they made.
Yes, it came out 16 years before the movie itself.
It was actually a flip book.
It was one of those.
So hot.
Reels where you put the penny in and you flip the fucking individual photos.
Yeah, it's actually they got it at Main Street right now in
Do you have no
Disneyland.
word for
In the
all right.
arcade.
So,
Nickelodeon.
who's got some nugs, John?
Give me a nuggies.
Yeah, you know, there's not
That's
there's not a ton of nugs on this one, but did you know?
Is there none of tugs?
Tugs and nugs.
You know what? There ain't shit. I'm
No.
sorry.
None
I mean,
tugs.
being that this is a European release, at the end when one of the guys from Iron Fist gives one of the girls a high five, that was not in the script.
That was actually a real high five.
Improv, real high
Holy
five,
shit.
spontaneous,
Dude.
on set,
This-
real high
I
five.
thought that
This
was
just
in
in.
post.
It broke out.
Cinemarijuana Theatre exclusive.
I thought it was CG. I assumed they added it in post.
Damn, dude,
But
you
no,
heard
it
it here
really
first.
happened. Yeah, and that is literally the only fact on IMDb for this.
These nugs are getting too dank for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe that's it. Like, can we top that ever?
Those nugs are more powerful than my prescription will
that's
allow.
the
I'll
ultimate
tell you that.
nug.
We may have to retire. on
Ultimate
this.
nug.
Yeah.
The holy nug.
Yeah.
If
That
you
was-
pack that nug in a pipe, it'd be the ultimate bowl.
Yes,
It's 5 nugs in one when you think about it.
be out of control.
It would be out of control. Okay, well, Jesus, nug free.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
can't believe
help
it.
ya.
Okay, well, let's. What should we talk about this flick then? Should we talk about what's up with the quality of the child acting from the?
I was going to suggest
They were
we do fuck, marry, kill with
Oh,
the
boy.
band members, but then I didn't want us to get shut down. So
No, let's
Yeah,
do
we
it.
could do
Let's
Iron
not.
Fist.
Let's
nah,
do
for
it.
some reason that does also.
Well,
not
no,
appeal to
we
me.
could do fuck, marry,
I think
kill.
we should do
I
it.
think we
Who?
should do it.
The guy
well,
with the
because,
oboe.
well, okay, so if I go in the Wayback Machine, I'll pretend that I'm 16 or 15 or whatever they are, and I'll
This is
pretend
an
I'm me
awful
then.
game.
I'm sure those
Yeah, wait.
actresses were 18.
Terrible game.
Is this a good
They
idea?
probably have
No,
similar
you know
labor
what?
laws.
Really, nobody should be getting married at that age, and I certainly, really, I guess I can't get behind killing any kids.
See, that's why I decided to not suggest
Yeah.
it, even though I technically did say that I was going to
You
suggest
can play
it.
with other things
Yeah.
like
It kinda falls
Jolly
apart.
Green Giant,
Yeah.
the Velociraptor from Jurassic World,
Now we're talking.
and Stay Puffed Marshmallow.
Well, easy, dude. You kill Stay Puft, because what's he going to do but destroy shit?
I feel like I've talked enough about underage boys to have you guys be able to play fuck,
just
marry,
like in
kill
life
now.
or tonight.
No, like
You know, I was actually going to say, and I've been thinking about this. I don't think you've talked enough about underage boys. Period.
okay, and
I'd
then-
like to. I think we
What's
should
up with
usher in
that?
a segment.
Yeah.
I'm not
Where
saying that
we
we should
actually-
do it, but I'm just saying that I just worked out in my head my fuck, marry, kill. So
You've already,
we're gonna
you've already
do it,
done
I'm
what
ready
you
to
said
go.
we shouldn't do.
no, I just can't stop my brain from doing it.
You could by not doing
it's
it.
like if I said don't think of like a purple elephant, then you think of a purple elephant.
Dude,
Right.
it's so easy. You fuck
no. Please, God, help me.
Clara.
You marry
Because
Hedwig, you kill
and
Bobo.
You kill Bobo.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
It's a no-brainer,
That's a
honestly.
consensus.
It's
It
basically
really
you
is.
have to kill
It
Bobo,
really
so
is.
the other two don't matter.
Well, just because he wants to put up with
Bobo's
that.
the only one DTF though.
Well,
Maybe she's fun.
Okay, well, but who knows if
She's also DTD.
Getting some
well,
weird
perhaps
territory.
once secured by the holy covenant of marriage, perhaps Hedwig becomes some fucking like sex demon
Yeah,
or something.
true.
Who knows?
She seemed like she'd be the best,
but
the best wife material.
Yeah.
but
Waifu
certainly,
material.
why? Yes.
Wow.
Get your
Waifu,
Hedwig
yeah.
body pillow ready.
Condi.
Not here in person, certainly here in spirit.
Even in death, his spirit still hangs around to the Cinemarijuana
All
Theatre.
right.
Some say sometimes his body pillow gets warm on its own.
Sometimes its body pillow gets stained on its own.
It stands up on its own.
Gross.
Oh man.
All right, but on the serious tip, then,
Shizmata.
what about? Should we just argue over the finer points of this film, whether it's good or bad? No.
Sure. I mean, you know.
I would like to give a recommendation for ladies and gentlemen, the Fabulous Stains. Like, if you actually like this, but you were like, I like that, but I wanted more band. There's a movie called Ladies and Gentlemen, the Fabulous Stains.
Are they also youngsters?
Oh, they are. It's Diane Ladd, Laura Dern, and I can't think.
High
of
school.
the
What year
chick.
did this come out?
79 or
yeah?
80.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, I've got it on DVD.
I would like to recommend, besides already having stated Josie and the Pussycats and Gem and the Holograms, don't forget about Spice World.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, we're huge proponents of Spice World. That's
Yeah.
great. That's
Now they overcome hardship.
They
Yeah.
do.
I'd
And
like
it's,
to-
and it's all about the music with them.
It really is.
It really is.
There's no doubting it.
It really is.
The minute their manager told them that it was,
The minute the check cleared, it was all about the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And getting with friends.
That's what it's all about.
No, that film is actually underappreciated. I think people tend. I mean, okay, yeah. And if you want to look at it in a totally clinical way,
Look, it
it's,
ain't Shakespeare exactly,
yeah,
but
I can't believe I've gotten shit for liking Freddie Got Fingered. And here I am getting
like
talked
it,
to
man.
about fucking
well,
Spice World.
That's good.
dude, Spice World makes Freddie Got Fingered makes Spice World look like fucking
Freddie
Shakespeare.
Got Fingered is high art.
We should really
I
watch
fart.
Freddy Got Fingered.
Well,
like
I
I
have
said,
to.
I haven't seen it since its initial theatrical.
It'll be good
release.
for the fucking election coming up. So we
Yeah,
should
I
do
think
that.
so because I think we're all Freddy getting fingered.
no.
In a way.
America is Freddy.
There's a little Freddy
And-
getting fingered in all of us.
and the political process of the finger.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
I'd like to recommend everyone to see Rock and Roll High School Forever, starring Corey Feldman.
That's
The
a
sequel better than the original.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's not the original, but a
Wow.
later one.
Some of the same cast.
Excellent. Anybody else? Band films?
I don't know.
Camp Rock
Shit.
with
What
the
about-
Jonas Brothers.
What about Cheetah Girls?
Stunt Rock.
Cheetah Girls?
Stunt Rock.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
love Cheetah Girls.
Stunt Rock is
Dude, they climb the highest heights. They fly the farthest flights,
Yeah.
and they die the diest dites.
Yes, they do.
Do they actually say
can't.
Dias Dites?
No, I made that one up.
Living on Borrowed Time.
They got Merlin on stage throwing fucking fireballs.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
What's that
Listen,
one, Tommy?
turn this podcast off and go watch Stunt Rock.
Well, although I will say that, in a narrative sense, these two films are not similar.
Not at all.
They
Completely.
feature bands,
But
but
that's the
Stunt
bad
Rock
connection.
is not
Yeah.
similar in any way.
Stunt Rock is the penny that has knocked the train of this podcast off of the tracks.
Shit.
I just picture that
Yeah.
Simpsons where Bart puts it on the little train with all
just
the
goes.
kids on it. They just eat shit.
All right, well, yeah. So,
So all of those movies are better than We Are the Best.
well,
I would say they are the best.
you know,
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, you'd have to be the judge yourself. I actually haven't seen the sequel to Rock and Roll High School.
It's phenomenal.
So the jury's out on that one for me.
Oh, we can mention, though, that We Are the Best is streaming instantly on Netflix. So
Yes.
if you've got that, you can go watch it now.
And I will also say I have not seen Camp Rock, nor have I seen Cheetah Girls, but I cannot imagine in my wildest dreams that I would prefer either one of those to this film. I feel I don't want to.
You might like Camp Rock, actually.
Jeez.
I was
like-
disappointed
It's
because I
pretty
thought
okay.
Cheetah Girls was porno, and then it totally wasn't porno.
I'd like to
Yeah.
recommend you listen
Sounded
to
like
every
porn.
There's
chapter
a Disney Channel
of,
original movie
Trapped in the
called Double
Closet.
Teamed.
That sounds like porno. You know, there was a
Yeah.
Disney Channel TV series called Lemonade Mouth, and that also sounded oddly
Wow.
sexual.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, that
Even
sounds-
Steven sounded sexual to
Man,
me.
yeah,
so.
what's going on, Disney?
Steven Stevens. Sounds like a
freaks.
double donkey punch or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to give the impression that I thought this movie was bad because I didn't.
No,
I
I
just
did-
didn't
yeah.
think it was great. There
Some
was a
people
lot
did,
of there
yeah.
was a lot of funny. There was a lot, like I said, there was a lot of heartwarming stuff. It was very, you know, it was pleasing and touching, but it just it didn't quite have the heft for me to make it. You know, like I said, I didn't feel we'd been through the fire.
Not enough punch, huh?
Yeah, correctamundo.
None of the girls had to like chill off or hit a heroin in a vomit-filled toilet.
No.
Backstage,
They did get
CBGBs.
drunk though. For they were like in middle school and they got pretty turned
Yeah.
up at
That's-
that party.
that's true.
They did. They
Yeah.
did. In a totally safe
And
environment.
nothing happened.
Yeah,
to
there's no
that.
predators.
There was sex, drugs, and
Bobo
rock and
threw
roll.
up
Just
on her crush,
sort of
though.
safe.
Yeah.
Really
She
true.
ruined the party.
That's
It's a very
gross.
suburban view.
Oh,
a
Bobo.
very
Drug.
suburban experience of sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Oh,
Very,
Bobo.
very Norwegian
Oh,
experience.
Bobo.
That's so
Swedish,
Bobo.
right?
Swedish, I mean, yeah, sorry.
Jesus.
You should get that clip of like Bobo, like somebody saying
From
like Bobo, you know, like
Oh,
from
like
that movie.
yelling at Bobo?
Yeah, somebody yelling at
What
Bobo.
an awful name. What is that short
Yeah,
for?
I felt bad
Bobra?
for her too. That's why she's so upset. She's got a
Bobina?
fucking clown's name.
Bobarella.
Bobarella. Bobo Babowski. That was her full name.
Bo Bonnie.
Bobonic. That's what she should have said. She could have been like,
Bojangles.
"Yo, this shit is bobonic, motherfucker."
But then it would have been like Bo Bonic.
Bobona.
Well,
Her name wasn't Bo Bob.
Well, they wouldn't call her Boba.
well, no, but she just
like
used the
that,
first bow.
that T with the weird balls.
Or
of
like the
gelatin in
bounty
it.
hunter, who they named the T after.
Boba.
Yeah,
Bobo Fett.
Bobo Fett.
Someone draw that, please.
I assume she spelled her name
Chris, Photoshop that.
B-E-A-U-B-E-A-U-X.
fucking paper.
I assume she was French.
Like that actress Adrian Bobo.
Right. Yeah, one of the greats.
Yeah, the
Adrian
all-time greats.
Bobo. Yeah. No, Bobo the Clown, of course, from the television. The great Bobo the Clown.
Everyone loves Bobo.
Yeah.
Fucking great clown.
There's actually a real Bobo on the Howard Stern show.
That's true. Yeah.
Right? So who said that was a shit name? Tons of rad people
Legendary
have that name.
Bobos out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some Bobos listening right now. Be proud.
Yeah.
Be loud and proud about your name, Bobos.
Do you think out there anywhere there's like a Bobina Bobinski?
You think anywhere out there there's a hobo named Bobo?
Dude, yes.
There has to be.
Bobo the Hobo.
Bobo's that's a big hobo name.
It is.
It's on the registry of hobonames.com.
Do you-
if you want to name a little hobo?
Do you think a hobo's
when you
named
get your
Bobo-
hobo credentials,
Well,
you
if
have to pick out a
you
certified
can go
hobo
to the
name.
mall and they have a map of all the hobos, and if you pay, you get to name one.
Oh my god!
You
they
can
should make
give it as a
hobo
gift for
called
somebody,
a
like, I
Ghost
named
of
you that hobo.
Oh
Well,
my god, that's brilliant.
do
We
you
just
do
start
you
there
do
right
know
now.
why they call them hobos, right?
Homeless
Homosexuals.
bobos.
It's short for homeless bozos.
Yeah.
Is it really?
No, homeless
Absolutely.
bobos.
But now it's homeless bobos.
Bobos, yeah.
Oh, Bobos.
do you
Please,
think
folks,
that,
don't call the popos on the Bobos.
do you think that hobos named Bobo prefer tramp?
No, I don't think anybody.
I like Trampsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we prefer
Unless
tramps in the
maybe
1930s.
Bootsy Collins might
Oh.
enjoy
Yeah.
that one, being called a super tramp.
Nobody sort of tramps, and Steve the Tramp was in Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
If you got a good lady, maybe you can, be a good tramp, though.
Oh,
Tramp
okay.
from Lady and the
Lady
Yeah.
Tramp.
Tramp.
Man, this is what happens when you seriously have nothing to talk about a movie.
Just goes off the rails.
All right, let's get to this.
We're just
fucking-
flinging shit at a wall and seeing what
Next guy.
sticks.
Yeah.
So far, there's some
Where's the
good bits
music?
here.
Yeah, I think we've come up with some real gold.
All right.
We've
Round
mined
2,
some real
Underberg.
gold.
No, just kidding.
We actually need to re-up. We need to re-Underberg now. I
You could
think,
all drink this one.
To quote Ghostbusters, or to paraphrase it, this
I'm going to go to Big
Underberg-
Lots and get Overbergs.
This represents the last of the petty Underberg.
This one precious bottle. That's the end of the Underberg. Right
Oh,
there.
is it?
Yeah.
You should probably
Well-
break it on the side of the microphone.
We should
Fight
let it
to the death.
We should let
No,
it
it's
stand
just-
as a symbol.
Let's just
Immortalized.
stick 5 straws in there and just share.
Yeah,
Maybe like coffee stirs.
That's a
My
good
part's
idea.
going to be at the bottom.
Yeah, that's the part you'll like best. It's the most herbal. It's
The beneath the berg.
yeah, because you have to shake it. It's like oil and water. It's like a salad dressing. You
Yeah.
gotta
It's like a tiny bottle of soy sauce.
you gotta
gotta
shake
shake
it
it
up
We'll just drink soy sauce next time.
before.
I guess I can kill you.
There's a lot of fucking sodium.
Sodium, man.
You want to see that fucking bag of salt and a spoon.
Oh, dude, it's
Just going to town.
How much soy sauce would you have to drink?
This guy drank a quart apparently and almost died.
What was it, a
He had
YouTube
the
challenge?
It was something like that.
Was it the
prank.
LA Beast?
Yeah, no shit.
It was LA Breast actually. For health.
And he went
Yeah.
into like
He went to the
sodium
hospital
shock or
'cause he was,
something.
like, fucked up, like passing out.
They had to
shit, I
pump
guess.
water up his ass.
He was
or
actually
Yeah.
pissing salt. Just crystals
Wow.
falling
Just
out of the end of his
crystals.
ding
Just
dong.
like
Wow.
powder.
something. They're like,
Yeah.
What
they're
do
like,
you
they're like, get this man some ice cream stat. This man needs something sweet immediately.
Get him some nummies.
50 cc's.
He's
of
going into
Hershey
shock.
syrup.
Get him some nummies.
No, they just gave him a bunch of like undecorated soft pretzels, and it bounced out. Once his
Right
pretzel
up.
count got up, salt bounced out.
Yeah, that'd be right.
And
I
they
never heard
gave him some
anyone-
margaritas too.
I never heard anyone call it an undecorated pretzel.
Yeah, that's
it's like
funny.
a soldier who couldn't do shit in the fucking army.
That's why they.
Dishonorably and other than honorably discharged pretzel.
No wonder they look at me so weird at Wetzel's.
Pretzel.
when
That's
I
what
go
the
in
pretzel
there
without salt is.
And order my undecorated pretzels.
General Wetzel.
One undecorated pretzel, please.
Last time I did that, they told me to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'd like to order pretzel like an asshole. One undecorated pretzel. No, that means nothing.
All right, I'm gonna go down to Wetzel's and be like, if they don't ask me whether I'd like it decorated or not, I'm gonna flip out and be
Now I'm
like,
picturing like them running "Happy Birthday" on a pretzel, like in frosting,
Yeah.
decorate.
That's what I was
like a
thinking.
little candle.
Dude, they should go with
And
some kind
mustard.
of salt frosting, salty mustard frosting,
Salt sting.
mustalt,
Or fralt.
mustalt.
Yeah, I think
I like
Fralt
fralt.
is- Fralt's
I think
pretty
that's the
good.
winner.
Fralt's
And then they could just frost the pretzels like donuts, only instead of sweet icing, it would
far.
be like
What a movie.
mustard and salt.
this movie's
God awful.
yeah.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
Dude, that would go perfect with your orange Julius.
So these girls,
What, an orange Julius so thick that you have to chew it?
The orange Julius.
Julius.
On
Yeah.
the the menu of mall fare, the two go
The
hand
salt
in
sole
hand.
and the orange
yeah,
Julius.
The pretzel and the orange Julius. I don't see what's wrong with it.
don't the Swedish have like some canned fish that you can't even eat? Like
They
if
got
you
no.
eat
They
it,
got
it's
that.
like-
Well, there's that
Lutefisk?
lutefisk thing.
You mean that we
Yeah.
can't eat in America because it's illegal to import it or something?
No, I just mean it's like really hard to eat because
They
it's
think
so
that's a
pungent,
lutefisk,
like-
right?
Oh,
Because
because
it's so what?
It's
Pungent,
rotten.
like
It's
really
rotten
pungent.
fish.
Ew.
oh,
Yeah, it's
gross.
like totally rotten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
No, thank you.
Well,
You haven't
there-
even
Long
tried
since,
it.
like-
there's
I don't want
haggis.
Yeah, but
There's-
haggis
that's
I
the
don't
wrong
even
country.
think compares, man.
No, but I
think
just
this
mean
is
in terms of other countries having shit that like is that's palatability.
I've
is
smelled
questionable.
that, and it smells like you.
Well,
should.
I,
smelled
I
haggis?
swear to God, years ago I heard on the radio on the
Oh,
news
yeah,
they
haggis.
said that haggis was in the U.S. The FDA deemed it unfit for human
Oh, it's
consumption.
the
Sure.
stomachs,
I
I
believe it.
think.
Like you
probably,
can't get
but you
haggis
just-
in this
It's
country.
made of so many miscellaneous animals.
Yeah,
So are
organs.
hot
It's
dogs?
all organ meats.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
got
but
that
those are
coppery
legal.
organ meaty
Those-
flavor.
Yeah.
They have,
You know
And
that's coming
smell.
from organs.
Dude, it's like
They
a
have
bullet
lobbyists.
train to Gout City.
Serious.
Hot dog lobbyists.
Yeah.
It's all the parts of the animal they're supposed to throw away. They fucking try to
It
feed them
is.
to you.
Now I
Yeah.
can't tell if you're talking about hot dogs or haggis.
We're talking about
We should make
Both.
that game for one of the episodes: hot dog or
Hot
haggis.
dog or
Hot dog
haggis.
haggis.
What about hot haggis? What if you put hot dog
That was my
chunks
prom
in
date.
that?
It's the janitor's ex-wife.
I hope haggis is always hot, dude. Cold haggis sounds like the worst thing in the world.
You know, I always actually pictured it cold. I don't know.
Ew.
Congealed
too.
haggis.
No,
Is
it's
it
supposed to be hot.
It's
Oh, that's
hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Really? It seems more gross to me, like steamy.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
Why would something? Why would
pile of
something
organs.
steamy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Like the lungs inside of it are still breathing.
Oh god.
You poke it with a fork, it bursts open.
Like, like it all.
Just pull out the tendons and
They're
membranes.
still like, yeah, it's gross.
Watch out for
It's
the lung
all-
castings.
yeah.
I would make sure if I ordered a haggis, it'd be undecorated. I don't want them getting too silly with my fucking haggis.
I
You might want
imagine
salt
all
just
of
for the safety.
the natural humors that steam out of the haggis would be salty enough.
Steamed hams.
Yeah, steamed hags.
You get the 5 different colors of bile out of the haggis.
Can we stop that?
We are the best.
Like it's dipping
Yeah.
sauces?
No, but
Oh,
that
boy.
is awesome.
That's gross.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, but
We should
just
start a punk band based on haggis.
Based on the food.
based on, like
Yeah.
every song is about haggis?
Well, their song
Yeah.
was just based on hating sports.
Yeah.
Well, based on
Yeah.
like haggis
Listen, if
liberation
those
to get
girls can
haggis
have
in
an entire
America,
musical career based on hating sports,
We don't know if they had a
we
career.
can start a whole band based on hating haggis.
Make
we only
America
know
hag
they played
again.
one talent
they
show.
probably didn't have a career at all.
haggis
bet.
is a dragus.
No, it's not.
They
a
should do a
dragon.
sequel where they all married with kids and they just, get drunk on wine. That's about it.
Well, that's
Fall asleep in front of the nightline.
It could be hag us.
probably what'll happen. That's probably more accurate to what would
Yeah.
happen. That'd be a great sequel.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
let's make it.
We should write that script and pitch it.
To the typewriter.
Yeah.
So we still have a typewriter. This is
And then
very
To the
mimeograph.
teletype.
to the mimeograph afterwards to make copies. All right. Well, are there any other gross foods we should talk about besides haggis and
I mean,
some kind of disgusting,
Isn't there that
salty,
thing where they
mustardy
put the
frosting
duck
for
underground?
undecorated pretzels?
olive loaf's pretty gross.
Duck and
1,000-year egg.
They wait. Oh well. Wait.
They do
The
that thing.
underground subterranean
It's
duck.
like
Yeah.
the half fertilized duck.
No,
Aw.
that's that.
That's
no,
the egg
gross
one.
too.
That's
That's below. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
egg
the
one.
It's pretty
Yeah, where they
baby,
they have the egg babies and then they like shake it till it dies,
Shake babies.
and then they make you eat it after it's all gross.
They don't make you.
Well, I mean, they make it for you.
right. They make it for us.
Okay. Well, olive loaf, gross too.
Yeah, and something about olive loaf, right? It's weird enough in sliced, but think about it when it's whole, like this whole huge slab of meat with like olives in it, non-sliced.
Oof.
I don't know. It's just weirder like
It's
that.
Like, how did they get in there?
Cheese.
Right.
Yeah.
How did they get in
They
there?
just sort of beam them in.
No, they feed the
Yeah.
animal the olives.
Well, then whatever
they cut it open.
whatever like goop stage that meat is in before it solidifies.
That's when they pack them
They
in.
obviously pack them into the mold while it's still like gooey.
It's like putting grapes in a Jello mold.
Oh.
Yeah,
But it's
you got to
olives.
wait till it's like, otherwise they'll just fall to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So you got to wait till it starts getting, or you got to do it in layers or something.
I think you have to like. I think it's labeled. You also have to wait for it to get partially gelatinized.
Huh.
You guys like
That's-
liver?
But I assume all lunch meat is like a giant sausage before they slice it. So I
Yeah.
figure
Yeah,
like this huge
I probably think it
intestinal
is.
casing packed with meats and olives.
Yeah.
We are the best, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
we are the best.
Actually,
What a
well,
movie.
That's actually something to heat is that all of those pink lunch meats are packed in intestine, right? Hot
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
And,
Intestine, if you're lucky, because intestine now it's
sausages.
plastic.
Stop! I can only get so erect.
Just the way Grandpa likes
Yeah,
That was
there
the
it
great
is.
Jason
Just
Lynn.
the way Grandpa likes it.
There you go. All right.
All right. Well, good review of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
That pretty much summed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
If you
mean,
turn this off 20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
well, but if you needed to know that haggis was not the best,
it's
Or
like a
is.
two-parter. First part's about the movie. Second part's about like a sort of weird foods.
yeah,
Yeah, meats.
Who
Weird
was
meats.
the good
So-
guy?
they all were the good guys.
Who was the bad guy?
all were the bad guys.
Teen
Henrik
angst.
Not
was the
first
good
band.
guy, and
Right.
the two main characters were the terrible guys.
The dad on the
Teen-
crapper with the flute was the bad guy.
Teen angst was the bad guy.
Right.
Growing up.
Yeah,
That was the
that's
bad
it.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, trial by fire.
Coming of age.
Trial by fire, folks. All right, well, for the Cinemarijuana Theatre, I'm Ed.
I'm Kenzie.
I'm John.
I'm Raul.
I'm Matt.
I'm still Chris.
We'll be back with more next week. Awesome.
Yeah. Make
Thank
sure to
you.
like us, comment us, and follow us
Where?
on
Fa-
Facebook
and
But what's the
filmstain.com.
URL?
Filmstain.com.
Yeah, there you go.
and on SoundCloud. Search
Yes.
for
the Cinemarijuana Theatre.
Right.
We love you. Thanks for listening.